So I tried to film this video like 5 or 6 times last night. I don't know if it was the darkness or just being tired, but I kind of just couldn't do it well enough. So I'm trying again this morning. I got some notes this time. But yeah, main reason for making this video is just to kind of address the past year on the channel and my two goals I had at the start, which were get 100 subscribers and make 52 short films in a year. And obviously, if you have eyes, you'll notice that I kind of failed at one of those, because it was originally supposed to be like 1st of Jan to 31st December, but I might extend it to January 7th and just kind of get the last, after this one, I think it's 8 videos out. So whether or not I actually do that, I guess we'll see. But I'm also testing out a new lens that I got for Christmas. So thanks, Mum and Dad, for getting me that. I hope it looks good. I think through doing the weekly shorts, I've definitely improved as a filmmaker. Like, I'm quite proud of how many varieties of like video and like style I tackled in a way. I think it could have been quite easy to just do comedy short, comedy short, comedy short every week, but not easy, but easy to do, but kind of hard to do well. And I sort of wanted to do something a bit more like, my style, which in some of the videos maybe isn't as prevalent, but next year that's something I want to do more and more, because I feel like from comedy sketch to comedy sketch, it's kind of like any channel on YouTube could have made it. There's sort of not really a personality to a lot of it, so and that's not me like citing sketch comedy, because I think it's great, but it's hard to do well, and a lot of it can be kind of generic and not really evocative of the person who made it, is what I'm trying to say in a very long-winded way. Yeah. But yeah, I've definitely improved as a filmmaker. I'm still not a good filmmaker though. I still suck. And that's humbling. I think that's also good. I feel like the journey to be a better filmmaker and a better, creator is kind of, there isn't really like a linear progression. I could keep doing this for like 10, 15, 20 years and still be crap, but you'll notice, I'm hoping anyway, year to year, it kind of gets less crap over time. And that's also something I thought about quite a bit with some of the earlier videos, like this guy, thank God he commented this, but he commented saying like, oh, my left ear enjoyed this or something, and I didn't realise that the A1 and the A2 audio channels and like editing software were actually like different things. I just thought he kind of whacked it all into A1, which is really stupid and kind of embarrassing, because the first 2 or 3 months of videos are just one like speaker. So yeah, thanks for commenting that, whoever that was. I don't remember the name, but the message was heard. And yeah, well, I'm definitely like embarrassed about that kind of stuff and those mistakes, and I've definitely thought about deleting some of those videos. The thought kind of came to me that there's a sort of like a mysticism around filmmaking and like filmmakers. Like, you hear about people's like first feature, and it's this amazing film that's like critically acclaimed and great, and it's like, oh wow, this guy just came out of the womb being this amazing director, amazing actor, amazing writer. And I think it's really disingenuous to even like suggest that, and kind of discouraging to people who want to, work on their craft and get into this sort of profession. When they pick up a camera and they shoot something and they look at it and go, oh, that's not the same as what Scorsese did, or Tarantino, or Paul Thomas Anderson, or Wes Anderson, or Howard Hawks, whatever you want to, whoever like your favorite director is. And I think that's something I kind of want to keep on this channel, like my progression. I want someone, not that I'm ever going to be like a great filmmaker or a big anything, but I just want someone to see my videos and be like, oh, this guy started at this point, he was crap, he was awful, and 10 years later he's still bad, but you can tell that from crap he's like decent now. Some of the things are watchable, and that's really my only goal with it. And I want people to know that they can improve, because I feel like that's something that people don't really want to show, if you know what I mean. They just want to see they want you to see like the best thing that they've made, and all the stuff prior is like hidden or like lost. and I don't want that to be the case with my stuff, even if some of it is pretty bad. But yeah, I think I definitely enjoyed making the weekly shorts. Not that they became a chore towards the end, but I think the stress and like the accountability of it was good. But also throughout the week, I'd be like, oh, I gotta make this, I gotta make this, I gotta make this. And maybe it wasn't as joyful as some of the other things I made, which is also okay, I suppose. But it definitely became more of a task towards the end, which is definitely why I kind of dropped off towards the last 3 or 4 months. But also because other things happen in life, you know, things unexpected, things happen. But yeah, I'm definitely happy I did it, and I'm happy I held myself accountable to making the weekly shorts, because my productivity from like the past 2 or 3 years is like times 1,000 the past year. So I'm really happy about that, and having things to show and having things to make and working with a lot of nice people. I really enjoyed that. In terms of like the next year of the channel, I don't know if I want to do the weekly shorts again. I might still do shorts. I don't know if I want to do as many as I did, but we'll see on that front. I think the main kind of quota I had in mind, I'm not sure if I'm actually going to put it in place or not, though, was 12 scripted short films in 12 months. Because that's sort of something I haven't really experimented with. Like, I've written scripts and stuff before, but I've not really made any of them. So I want to kind of improve on that front next year. Whether or not I make that like a must-do parameter or not, we'll see. But that's sort of like something I have in mind for now, I think. And yeah, another reason for making this video is just to thank everyone who's helped me the past year with the films. I've loved working with you all, and I'm happy you like trusted me to tell you what to do, even though I kind of had no idea. So Lucas and Nathan for Mac and Feb, that was a great time. Josh for helping with a lot of the shorts too. Charlie for Last Chance Saloon, and The Case of the Missing Face / Back Scratcher. Really enjoyed making those, so thanks for believing in me and like listening to my directing, I guess. Alfie for helping with the documentary, and Ben and Tom for letting us into their flat to film that. I'm really grateful you guys all allowed me to work with you and make art together, and it was really rewarding, and I'm really appreciative of it, so thank you. And also I can't not thank Cupboard Monster. Thanks for being in like every single video I've made, pretty much. Thanks for putting up with my stupid ideas and just always being there to help me. I really appreciate you helping me the past year, so yeah. And also, obviously, thanks to Joel Haver for inspiring me to do the whole weekly shorts thing in the first place. I'm really grateful I came across his stuff, and I feel like his kind of mantra, his ethos, his like philosophy really helped me to stop like overthinking making art and expressing myself, because the past year of doing so has just made me feel like a much wholer person, and that I've got a better idea of what I want to do and what I want to be. So thanks a lot for inspiring me on that front, and yeah. I also want to take the time to shout out, I think, 3 films that I saw last year. So the first one is Daniel Kelly's Capitalism, the movie. This is like a really insane film about this guy, Doug, he works at a company that sorts cat and goat pictures into different files. And it's kind of a commentary on like the monotony of life under capitalism. So the whole premise is he wants to buy this happiness orb that will obviously make him happy, but to do so he has to work as a package deliverer. And the whole film is about him trying to get this one package to this unnamed recipient, and all the people who get in his way and kind of make it worse. Like, there's a guy who always compliments him, and it kind of annoys him that he's kind of throwing these nothing like positivities at him, which are nice in theory, but it's kind of like not doing anything for him, and his like miserableness. And I won't spoil it, but the film kind of has like a pretty like dark and unexpected ending, because in how comedic the whole thing is. Like, you can tell Daniel and his friends had a lot of fun making it, and it really comes across with their like dynamics and their acting. Like, some of the line reads are so good. Daniel like embodies like prime Jim Carrey from like the 90s. His performances are so great and just really funny to watch. So yeah, I'd recommend Captors in a Movie if you get like I think it's an hour and 7 minutes. It's a great watch. Get a few friends, and if you do end up watching it, go on the video, leave them a comment, tell them I sent you, and yeah, that'd be appreciated if you could do that. The second film I want to shout out is Ode to Pasar Malams by Lim Yang Jun. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce either of those correct, but yeah. It's a documentary about night markets in Kuala Lumpur and kind of his connection to those things from his like childhood. And there's this kind of interesting theme of like the yearning for like a world that's kind of in transition, and the things we lose from the world kind of going from, you know, one technological advancement to the next. So the whole film kind of deals with online shopping and how that has kind of ruined night markets and the community around them. And it's quite emotional because the night market is the one from his childhood, and he's like interviewing these people who he's known his whole life from going to these stalls, and they're kind of trapped in like a profession that's gonna be done, and a lot of people who work there, it's kind of their only like socializing, it's their only source of income. So it's a bit of a bleak looking future, but I think the documentary as a whole is hopeful. Excuse me. Yeah, I think the documentary as a whole is hopeful, but it's really beautifully shot, it's beautifully recorded, it's beautifully handled. Yeah, if you get the chance to check that out, I'd recommend Lim Yang Jun's Ode to Pasar Malam. And the third film I want to shout out, let me find the name again. There we go. Okay, so the third film I want to shout out it's one of Joel Haver's like Oscar contest ones from 2024. It's called Our Friend Remington. It's by Ryan Curtis. This is a great, really funny comedy. It's kind of like a live action episode of a regular show. So these two guys, one that makes a robot and it kind of impedes on their friendship, and it just kind of goes to like the logical extreme of like robots taking over, kind of gaining sentience and doing like evil shit. The costume for the robot is so good. The guy's dynamic is really funny. Yeah, it's just a great time. It's only short too. It's like 15 minutes, so I definitely recommend. I definitely recommend checking that one out if you get time for it. So Ryan Curtis, Our Friend Remington, and if you like it and you watch it, leave a comment, let him know. Do that for all the films I recommend. Tell them I sent you to watch it, and yeah, that'd be nice if you could do that. Because I don't want people to just kind of mindlessly like or subscribe to these people. Not that they would even listen to my recommendations in the first place, but like to just do that and not really engage with it. Like if you like it, engage with it. If you don't watch it, don't engage with it. Just I think it's important to raise other people up in this community and kind of encourage them to make stuff by letting them know you're watching it. You know what I mean? Because you can't really expect people to watch your stuff if you're not engaging with the wider community. It's not really like fair. It's kind of a give and take thing. Like you need to interact with the filmmakers of your generation. So yeah, I definitely recommend all three of those. And finally, just signing off 2024. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest. There's great moments, there's bad moments, but next year I want to slow down, focus on the quality over the quantity. I think make better things, make bigger things, work with more people. I've loved working with everyone I've worked with the past year, but I want to expand, get different voices, meet different people, try new things. Yeah, I don't have any particular like New Year's resolutions or anything because I feel as though putting those in place is kind of like set yourself up to fail, and then the next year being like really unhappy with yourself. I don't really want to put myself in that position, so I don't have any New Year's resolutions or any like things I'm expecting to improve on next year. Just kind of seeing where it takes me and just doing more of the same of what I've done the past year, and that's all I really want to do. So I hope you had a good New Year. I hope you had a nice Christmas. It's been a while since I've done one of these like sit down, more personal, talk to camera videos. So I just wanted to update the void, basically, that's the plan for next year. that there isn't really one. And I've really appreciated you all engaging, watching the stuff, even if some of it isn't the greatest. I keep saying that, but like I'm only not proud of like 1 or 2, 3 new videos, but the rest of them I'm like happy with, and I really enjoyed making them and I had a great time. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. And I guess that's this year recap video done. Bye.